Danny.
This is Lauren.
Welcome to the Butterfly Effect podcast.
We are two wellbeing besties here to have a little chit chat about the nitty gritty shitty of healing, all things wellbeing and what it's like being a young female entrepreneur just doing their best and figuring it out as they go.
Through this, we are on a quest to encourage and inspire women to spread their wings to grow, transform and heal.
Be sure to like and follow the Butterfly Effect podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes will be dropping every Wellness Wednesday.
And you can also follow us at butterflyeffect.pod on Instagram. Send us your questions, send us your stories. We can't wait to get to know you.
Let's get chatting.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
Happy
Wellness Wednesday, my darling.
Happy Wellness
And actually,
Wednesday.
what a wellness day it's been.
It's been a fantastic day.
Whole day. Let's let them know what we've been up to.
Yeah, you go first. What have you?
So, what have I done? This morning, I took my time. I really slowed it down. I crawled out of bed and made a coffee. I decorated my tree last night, so I'm so happy. I literally just chilled out on the sofa. Made a reel for later and just had a slow morning.
Nice.
What a joy.
Love a slow morning. Actually,
so lovely.
I was listening to, I'm going to mention her again. We all know that I'm a fangirl of this woman. But I was listening to Florence Given.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
I was listening to her audiobook. And she was saying, how can you make every day like a Sunday morning?
Yes.
You know, when it's like that slow Sunday vibes. Or how can you find like snippets in your day that's like a slow Sunday morning,
That's
you know?
nice. That's how I felt this morning, actually.
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
And I've actually realised I do that already quite well. So a lot of my morning, I'm not a morning person, but a lot of my mornings are quite slow, apart from, you know, the days I am teaching in the morning.
Yeah, nice. And
Which
then
is
you're
so
up,
fun.
like you can have your breakfast, like get yourself set for the day. Amazing.
Exactly. But yeah, I just love a slow morning, especially around this time of year. Plus, your space is looking so cute. Your tree is looking so stunning.
Tree is
We've got like a little
treeing.
Christmassy setup
I
going
know,
there.
I'm so happy. It
What
just
a
felt so
vibe.
lovely. And I did the tree quite late last night, but I knew by this morning I'd feel grateful for that. Like tidied up and just got everything ready. And then I went for a walk in the rain. That was actually quite fun. But you know, just
Sometimes
embracing it,
that's quite nice.
put a big old coat on and just rolled it.
We all know you like the big old coat.
Yeah. And then, what did I do? And then I made myself some delicious lunch.
Nice.
Watched a bit of rubbish TV.
Love
Even
that.
that, I don't really sit down often and watch TV. Like when I come home for my lunch, I'm quite often, I've got this bit of admin to do.
Yeah.
I've got half an hour, I'll just tap away at that before
Yeah.
I take Chippy out again.
Yeah, sure.
So that felt really nice.
I cancelled my TV licence because I don't watch.
Did you?
Yeah. But
Are
they
you a bit scared?
Yeah, because they make you feel like you're breaking the law. Because I kept getting so many notifications through my postbox saying like, you have 1 week left. After this time, your property is under investigation. And then I got another one saying like, you must open this. Your property is now officially under investigation and all of this now. And like, I had that. I got that letter come through the mail, and I had this moment being like, oh god, like fuck it, I'll just pay for it. And then I looked back on the website and I was like, I don't need it. I don't use it. I don't use BBC iPlayer. I
You
don't
pay
watch
for
live
Netflix,
TV.
I presume.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I use my dad's.
Fantastic. We love Dad.
It's quite funny. I use my dad's Netflix, my dad's Prime TV, and my brother's Disney Plus.
Genius.
Great.
Gosh, girl, you are living life.
No, I know. 'Cause I'm just like, what's the point? you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I really got quite onto when Married at First Sight was on, watching 4OD, but I upgraded to not have adverts. Oh my god, changed my life, because
There's
half the
so
bloody
many.
show would be the adverts.
So many adverts, yeah.
Yeah, that's been really good for me.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't blame you. But then we just had the most amazing afternoon, haven't we?
We have. I feel so good. I feel
I'm
like I'm
nourished.
Yeah, I feel I'm ready for a real cozy night in now. Yeah, which has actually worked out quite well. Just like a really chilled little recording.
It feels like it's so much later. It's only 5:30, but it literally, because it's so
It
dark.
feels like 9 p.m.
It literally does, but it's quite nice. We had a really good joint workout gym session together.
I need to post that time lapse.
Oh, you
That's
do? That
cute.
was fun.
I'll do that later.
We look like pros. Sponsor us, anyone? Any clothing, any
Yep.
gym wear,
Any
trainers?
I always need trainers.
Wouldn't that be
nice.
great?
I actually really needed to get some new sports bras. Just
Oh my
reminded.
god, same.
Yeah.
I was wearing one to combat last night that I thought was supportive. Those mirrors?
No.
I was thinking, fuck no. This is not giving full support, honey.
I had a moment the other day, I got really excited about something. I was at the gym, I was seeing Lottie, my PT, and we had a little happy dance and I started jumping up and down, and I had to do the typical thing of just hang on, let me hold my tits for a second.
And then we just have a little wiggle.
then I'll have a little wiggle.
It's just quite dangerous as well, I think, isn't it, to have that like compounding.
Yes.
So
yeah, of
girls,
course.
support the breadies.
Support support the
There's lots of Black Friday deals on at the moment.
I have a love-hate relationship with Black Friday.
So do I. I feel like as a small business, you feel like you have to conform a bit, and it's not great. Although on Friday, my clients, Friday, Saturday and Monday, I'm going to put envelopes with a deal on for February to April for them to book if they wish.
Nice, okay.
And then get them to pick an envelope. I'm going to put a little like black ribbon around it.
Oh, stunning.
And then it's optional. So I feel like I'm doing a little something, but they don't have to.
I like that. I don't know if I just kind of let it blow by. I think there's just so much like...
So precious. Every email is like... down your throat.
Literally, I feel like everyone's kind of rolling their eyes at it, but we all do make use of it for sure, especially in the run up to Christmas. So there's no shame in taking part of it whatsoever. But yeah, that pressure, I just can't be bothered with it, to be honest.
Feel you, sister.
So yeah.
Feel you. What are you going to do tonight then? Have a nice...
I think
You're going to get little cheeky Mackies.
Cheeky what?
Little cheeky Mackies.
I was like, wondering what she's going to say. A cheeky what? If it's cheeky, I'll be doing it, sure.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I am feeling like a cheeky McDonald's. I went literally years, without ever touching a McDonald's. I don't know how I did it. And even now, like, I can't remember the last time I had one. But I just had this thought whilst I was waiting for you. I was like, McDonald's would go down so nicely.
Go for it.
So I think it might be. I might even have a bath.
Oh yeah. Do you ever eat chips in the bath?
I have. Oh my god! One time, this is a funny story. So, I went on this really disappointing date.
I remember this
How I told you this story.
Great story.
Yeah, I was really excited for this date. Well, not really excited. I was moderately excited. Let's not play it up too much. But
she wasn't jumping around and having to hold her tits.
No, no, it wasn't that kind of excitement. I was looking forward to the day, and we were going for a walk around the embankment, I think.
Nice.
And I saw him walking up, and you know when you see someone walking up and you're just like, oh no.
Well, you got the just walking.
Well, the walk and then the outfit. I'm
shorts.
Like, oh. That's another funny story. Shall I tell that one afterwards?
Please do.
Okay.
We have got a topic of today, but we'll get there.
Little
Detour.
little dating diaries, okay? Because she's recently dipped her toe back in, and it's going to quickly be reeled back out. So yeah, I was excited for this day. I saw him, got icked out pretty much straight away because the outfit, the clothes just wasn't vibing.
What was he wearing?
Oh, it was like he was giving off like little schoolboy.
What the?
Yeah, and yeah, it just wasn't. And then this is he started speaking, and straight away I could tell that he had a stammer.
Oh.
And I just felt like, oh god, and because he was nervous, it was making it worse. And I was like, well, I'm not going to just walk off and just be like, no, thank you. Like, I'm gonna give this guy my time of day because, I didn't want to be that person. So I think I spent like the whole hour or so walking around, knowing full well that I have no interest in this guy, but I didn't want to be a dick, you know.
Yeah, that's really, really good of you.
Yeah, because the chat beforehand was so good.
And am I right in saying like you'd kind of briefly you'd exchange your line, so you met on that, and but you didn't mention that you had a stammer?
No, he didn't mention it at all. And I suppose I don't know. Would you mention it? I don't know. But it was quite a bad stammer to the point where I was almost kind of helping him, and I don't know whether that's right to help. I don't know. But anyway, that kind of left me feeling a little bit disappointed, so I drove to McDonald's, got myself chips and a milkshake, and then got home in the bath, dipping the chips into the milkshake, and I had a fucking delightful evening.
That's the whole vibe.
And then the short stroke that Danny mentioned just a moment ago was...
Please, it's November. Can we just say that as well?
Yes,
it's November.
Yes, so this is my first date in a while, because I have not been on the dating scene, and the only reason I went back on Hinge is because a guy DM'd me saying like, oh, we matched on Hinge a while back, I thought you were cool, so I thought I don't know, try and get your attention here or something. I was like, rate that, so I had to download Hinge to remind myself of who the hell this person was. In that, I got talking to someone else, and on his profile it said he's a boat builder, and I was like, all right, you could be handy. You could be useful. So yeah, I agreed to go on the date with this guy, and he was wearing shorts.
What the hell?
Like, and in November.
What was the shoe wear?
Oh, the most disgusting trainers you've ever
No!
seen. Yeah, the whole thing you've
No!
ever seen. Yeah, the whole thing. I don't want to be really mean because he's a nice guy. But I'm just like, why are you wearing shorts? Like, you're on a date, mate. Like,
Yeah,
make
fair.
an effort. And like, I was wearing nice jeans. I'd even put a bit more makeup on. I'd done my hair, like the typical thing you would.
Yeah.
And he just showed up in shorts, and I was just like, I can't.
That is
can't
icky
do this.
wicky.
Yeah. But again, he was having a great time, and I was saying this to a friend, like, because I knew I didn't fancy him, I just didn't care.
You just relaxed even more.
I was just so relaxed, and actually I think there's something to be taken when you do care about the person, just finding it within yourself to relax and just enjoy yourself, because it was a great date, like, laughed so much.
You went mini golf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was a great date because I was being funny.
You're just chilling.
I was just chilling. I was making so much jokes. He was having the time of his life, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Did you drop him a text?
I
Did you
did.
message him?
Yes, obviously I didn't ghost. So
That's
when
kind.
I said I'll message you when we get back, and I gave him a hug to say bye. And I just sent him a message to be like, thank you so much for the day. You're a lovely guy. I just don't see anything beyond friends. But wish you all the best or something like that.
Nice.
And he responded. And yeah, that's that.
That's that. Wow.
Yeah. I did try and set him up with my friend. Yeah.
No way.
I messaged him and I was like, this is so rogue. And also, I don't feel like people do this anymore.
Yeah, maybe they should.
Like, people aren't wingman people anymore.
Do you know what? I got a new Alexa and I was having a chat with her.
Oh,
And I said,
really?
so how top 3 ways of meeting people, and she said, ask people to match you.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, like, look out for your single friends, okay?
Yes.
Because we're in the trenches here.
Please. Any recommendations if you think it'll suit either of us? We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
No, it's not that bad.
No, it's alright. It's okay.
Well,
we're having fun. We had a great day.
do you know what? I had such a great day,
Yeah,
and it actually just
exactly.
reaffirmed I'm quite happy single.
You know? And I say to
Literally
you,
this.
whilst we were, what we actually did today, we went to Towers, joint gym sesh, sauna, steam, swim. Great day.
Great vibes.
And like, I said to Danny, I was like, I just had a flash forward to like us in like our 40s. And we're still doing stuff like this. And we're just taking ourselves on these little adventures and just chatting about life. Like,
literally, it was
that'd be
so joyous
cute.
though. Yeah, literally that.
Yeah.
And we've got New Year coming up. We're gonna
New
take
Year.
ourselves away on a little holiday with the Mr. Chippy Witch. Don't want to jinx it, but it's ever so quiet because I've given him a chew bone. How's he getting on?
I think it's nearly gone.
Oh god, let's ignore him for the minute.
Okay. Oh no, actually, you've still got a bit left.
Oh, fab.
It's okay.
Oh, good,
It's
yeah,
probably about
cool.
halfway through.
Fantastic.
He's so engrossed in
He's
that
engrossed.
chew bone.
Yeah, I do get conscious sometimes of him being a little noisy chap because the last episode, we had one of our lovely friends message and say Chippy was the main character. And yeah, he was.
He was.
He was.
He was. Yeah, there was a request for there to be a pure Chippy episode. I don't know how that would go
Really?
down. Yeah.
Who said that?
Lauren was a T.
Cute.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was literally thinking on the way here, it's such a shame he can't speak because I think his opinion would be so valid.
He probably has, because he knows all the behind the scenes of everything that goes on. So he probably has, like, the worst stories about ourselves.
Wow,
Because
yeah.
he hears it all. And then if he could talk, he'd probably be like, girls, get your shit together. You know?
Honestly, like
come
sort it
on.
out, Jesus.
Oh.
Stop whacking me with bones. Please. But he's enjoying himself, that's the main thing.
He is.
On the topic of pampering, this is what today's episode
We took
is
time
focusing.
to pause.
We did indeed.
You know what I'm really craving, Danny?
What? Bit of herbal tea?
Yeah, herbal tea, maybe some yoga, maybe some real like nourishing breath work, maybe some massage. I'm really craving an evening like that.
Well, you do know we've got an event, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Grange on the 15th of December.
Do we? I've not got this in my diary.
Oh my god, the house is decked out. It's absolutely beautiful Christmas vibes. Imagine coziness, herbal teas. We're actually going to be practicing warm stone self-massage. You must come.
I'm sorry, but that sounds so sexy. What's the time again?
5 to 8 p.m. on the 15th of December, just before the Christmas crazy rush.
Are there any spaces left?
I think so. Head over to the link in bio.
Amazing, I shall do.
For those of you that don't know, PAUS in Cambridge is a beautiful, would you call it an outside spa facility, perhaps?
I reckon so, yeah.
So it's in Cambridge, and it is basically a plot of land that someone's been extremely clever with and just utilised it. So you walk up this trail path, and there's a beautiful hilltop bistro. We had the most delicious food.
I'm still dreaming of that food, and I'm going to try and recreate it because also I love the fact...
Do you have chicken with yours?
Yeah,
nice.
But I also love the fact that we got this sharing platter of bread, which
God.
probably would have fed like 4 to 6 people, but it's just me. It's just you and me just going in on this bread.
I was dipping for days. It was so good.
I was dabbing. It was great. Fantastic.
It was delicious. After our lovely little nibbles, we it's called a slow melt sundae.
So I just had a flashback.
Wow.
When we were getting changed, so whilst we were at PAUS, you have to shower before you go into any of the
Yeah, I remember.
And Danny steps into the
Bear in
shower.
mind, they look like cubicles, like you should go to toilet in a festival.
Yeah, they look like the
but they're
portaloos.
showers.
Yeah, but they're like porta
Very
cabins. Yeah, very well done. But yeah, Danny steps into the shower just full on slides.
I did.
Oh, that was quite
quite funny. I'm very, quite clumsy really, but it's alright.
It's
We made
entertaining.
it.
It's entertaining for all of us. So yeah, you live your life, honey.
Is it so nice just to chill out? I actually had my dry robe on, but you could have worn a natural robe or just a swimmer costume all afternoon.
Yeah, because we were a bit concerned, like the weather, because it Storm Bert was Burton away.
It was called Bert.
I think it was Bert.
I have an uncle called Bert.
So we were getting slightly buffeted by the wind, but it was all right.
It was actually lovely, and it was just so refreshing. How many was there in a group? Maybe like 14.
I think so. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And our first experience, we went into this incredible sauna that could seat 16 comfortably, did you say?
Yeah, 16.
And it was like a sauna ritual, which was incredible and great for lymphatic system to help boost everything. We were tapping away, energy shifting, really.
So it was led by a yoga teacher. She took us through the whole experience.
B?
Her name's B, yeah. Shout out B. I think her surname's Grist. B.
Yes.
B Grist. I think, well, that's her Instagram handle.
We'll drop her a
anyway.
follow on the poddy.
Yeah, cute. That's so she took us through the whole journey. She kind of led us into the sauna, and then she took us into some breath work, just encouraging like real deep breaths. And
also sensory. When she poured the water onto the coals, I remember her saying it's like the spirit of the coals, of the stones. And then like to really tap into your senses and to allow the sound of that. And it was really cool to like everyone just being.
You can always feel everyone's energy in the room just kind of drop and just settle and just like this calm kind of descend within the sauna. So there was that lymphatic drainage.
That was
like,
really cool. I think we were in
and-
there for about 15 minutes, weren't we?
I think so.
Yeah, we did good. When she first said that, I thought, oh my god, I'm going to have to step out.
Yeah.
But it's crazy when you're active and your mind's not thinking about the heat you're surrounded by, how you can just lean into that so much more.
For sure. Yeah, that was lovely. And then she encouraged us to go out in the cool pool, the cold plunge.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was
you did really good. You helped me a lot with my breathing.
I just bloody love a cold plunge. I don't know what. I don't do it that often. Maybe it's because I don't do it that often that I...
You embrace it loads.
Yeah. Although I've done loads last week. Yeah. But it wasn't as cold as I think they thought it was going to be. I think it
was about 14 degrees. It got to air temperature, didn't it?
Yeah, but obviously still when you get in it, it feels cold. So yeah, got in, big breath out, shoulders under. There you go. You just chill there for a couple minutes.
Felt really great.
Yeah.
It was so nice as well. We both said like we had about an hour of playing around. So we found like this gorgeous. They have basically big hot tubs that are fueled, I think, wood-fired, perhaps.
I did question how they are heated, but they're so aesthetically pleasing because it's almost like a giant,
stunning.
like
it looks like a barrel.
beer barrel, but like bigger. And they're so cozy.
Oh, we just hopped in and sat in there like little prunes for a good 15, really.
Because it was so nice how like the group was so lovely, and like some of them were going like alternating between hot and cold. we did hot, cold, and then we were just like, should we just go in the hot? So there's that freedom to kind of do what we wanted to do within the kind of experience. So
Which
that was
so
really
nice. And I think we always, it's so interesting for us to take time out of that, as we've said, and see how things are run.
Yeah.
As much as we are in it for the moment, enjoying it for ourselves, we love to like, oh, that's quite nice. Like on a retreat, if we left people to their own space for a bit of time, it works. It's nice to see that.
Because also there's so much, again, maybe it comes down to like social batteries. Everyone has different kind of social batteries, don't they? So when you're in a group, sometimes maybe there is that expectation, especially on maybe like a weekend retreat, that you have to like
stick with them,
join in, that you have to actively participate, but allowing people to again do their own thing and maybe take some time out. That's why I've loved in some of our retreats that we've done, and maybe all of them, especially the ones at Toff Manor, we set up that little journal corner at the top that people can kind of just take themselves off to.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's quite necessary, isn't it?
Definitely. Certainly something we could look into for next year as well, like different spaces to enjoy, to embrace.
Next year and beyond.
Absolutely. We've already got a few little ideas floating around. Well, a few solid dates actually.
Yeah.
Booked and busy, baby.
Booked and going.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Very good. Also, what I loved on PAUS, there was the little shepherd's huts. They're tiny.
Yeah, so tiny. Probably,
but they were a sauna.
Yeah, probably can only fit like...
Probably two.
Maybe four, like two side by side, I reckon.
So we lied down, didn't we?
Yeah,
which was so nice. Yeah.
And they had a particular scent. They were a bit more like... Maybe it was like peppermint. I remember it being like peppermint. Did I dream that? No.
Maybe eucalyptus they might have put in, do you think?
Possibly.
That was really lovely though.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what that was actually? What? In the corner I spotted, it almost looked like a wax smell with a tea light underneath. Okay. So I wonder if that was the aroma that you got from that.
Quite possibly, yeah. And that was very nice.
That was gorgeous. And then we got led into a 75-minute restorative yoga.
Dreamy.
What a treat. How did you find like being on the flip side? I know I had to tell you off once.
Yeah, she did have to tell me off, only because like I just wanted you to feel comfortable in the shape we were currently doing.
You probably saw me like
yeah, no,
what was it doing? I don't even know.
It was happy baby.
Happy baby.
And like I see it so often where like you're invited to take hold of a part of the body, and people feel like they always have to go to the extreme. So saying, for instance, in Happy Baby, one of the options is to take hold of the feet, or you take hold of the ankles, or you bring the arms to the outside, or you take the hands to the thighs.
Yeah.
But people kind of hear feet and they think like, okay, I've got to go there. I've got to go to the end range. I've got to go to that point. And I'm just like, you're kind of just contorting the body. You're compressing the body so much. Like, instead of finding the shape where you can go the furthest in, find the shape that you can breathe the most deeply in.
Yeah.
So when you're like compact and you're kind of really forcing the body to like be drawn in and take hold of the feet, you can't take that big breath. I don't think.
No, I definitely couldn't. My back was quite, I think, very, very arched thinking about it. Rounded.
Yeah. So and I thought, just take the hands to the thighs. Yeah.
It was great.
And then you were like, switch off, and I was
off now, bye.
I was like, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it was just such a joy, and we felt so floaty on the way home.
Yeah, so floaty. I really let myself lean into the class in
That's
the end.
So lovely. You got
It
there.
was quite nice. It was a nice sequence. And actually, I thought she taught in a very similar way to how I would, but then there was like again, she still brought her own like flavour to it as well, which naturally would no teacher is the same, but because it was familiar to me.
Yes.
I felt just so comfortable and so calm.
That's
and just
so
I was able to drift through. I was concerned I was going to fart at multiple times.
Were you?
Yeah.
I suppose you did have quite a windy, had peas in, did it?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that's
just the whole
funny.
thing,
You should just let it go.
Oh, no. That would have been
how funny. And also you got to the end of it too, and you're like, oh, follow the yoga teacher, what is your handle? She was right there, and she followed you already.
Yeah, she follows me already. That
was
so
a
cute.
really, really cool moment. I was like, go on, girl, get it. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
it's just a joyous day. So if anyone is wondering what to do, or they also do gift vouchers. This is not an ad, by the way. We're just highly rating experiences.
Not sponsored by them at all, but if they want to sponsor us, then that would be grand.
Great.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
I've got a reel popping up, so I will share that to my story when this goes out, actually,
Tag
next
them in it
week.
as well.
Yeah, yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Delightful.
It was just a wonderful experience, and it's so nice to find these little hidden gems locally, because so many of my clients had never heard of it before.
And also, it felt like a proper escape. Like, I felt like we'd driven for miles.
Yeah.
And like, I was in a completely different part of the country, because it was just the right amount of space for my brain to switch off and just actually really sink in and enjoy it.
It was magical.
And also, we should mention that it was a birthday treat. It was your present to me. Thank you so much, darling.
Happy birthday to you. I actually did put on my caption of my reel, she's really milking this birthday. But it just happened to be planned.
Yeah, no, fair. No,
we worked it well. It's been lovely.
The birthday celebrations have officially come to an end.
They have.
Although, quite funnily, when I walked into the studio to teach this morning, there was balloons everywhere, and I was like, "Guys, you should. Is this for me? We can continue celebrating if we."
Oh, funny.
But no, they weren't for me. They were something else. Some other event happening in the studio. I was just making a joke out of it because I'm funny.
Thank you. I love that so much.
Oh, now I'm just a boring 30-year-old.
Boring 30-year-old, but with plenty of Christmas coming up.
Yeah,
right. Christmas. Have you got any dues to attend other than our good friends? Dues?
I mean, like Christmas
my mum.
dues.
Yeah.
So weird way to phrase it, but I get what you mean. I've been invited to a few things. I've been invited to a gym Christmas party. I do get a little bit anxious about these things.
Do you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So it's out of your zone of what you know.
Yeah, and like I don't know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think I need to push myself to do it. Because, there's always the potential of meeting people, making new friends, stuff like that.
Meeting someone.
Lol.
You never know.
You never know. But yeah, I do get a bit. So I haven't responded to the invite.
Sure.
And I think I've missed a cut off. For,
when is it for?
Maybe next week. 6th of December.
6th of December, yeah, sure.
That is next week, yeah.
God, we're in December.
I know.
Really soon.
Actually, when this episode goes out, it will be December.
We will be the first Wednesday of December. That's quite exciting.
Yeah, that's
quite mad.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my winter vision board maybe tonight and get really creative. And
I'm going to save my winter vision board for around the new year, I think, because I've done my.
That's nice.
I've done my how I did a summer bucket list.
Yes.
And then I kind of did like an autumn into winter bucket list to kind of take me up to the end of the year. And then I'll do another one for like January through till March.
Yeah, nice.
I actually love this. So obviously I've got my vision board, but then I've got my bucket list because it gives me things to do that, again, encourage me a bit more out of my comfort zone and remind myself that I can plan lovely things for myself as well.
That's nice. What kind of things were on the summer one?
The summer one, so I had loads of stuff on there. That was a good one, and I ticked a load off. Peak District was on there. Wild Water Swim was on there. Gig. Paddleboarding.
Love, so quite active stuff.
Yeah, outdoor
nice.
yoga. Sunset walks.
Love.
Yeah.
God, that seems like an age away when I'd see your story and you're like frolicking in the field. I feel like that was such a same through the whole year, wasn't it?
Yeah, bloody love a frolic in the field.
Frolic in the field.
Yeah, I spent so much time outside this summer.
You really did.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And again, part of that was the bucket list kind of encouraging me. So, yeah, I had solo picnics was on there. So yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, so many. What did I eat for the picnic? I don't know, just made myself whatever, or like grab some stuff from the shop and just laid out a little blanket, had an audiobook or podcast in my ears.
Nice.
And I'd so many people would walk past and they'd be like, nice day for a picnic, and I was like, I know, that's why I'm here.
That's so lovely.
It was cute, yeah. And obviously this time for autumn up until the end of the year, it's been more about actually enjoying my cosy nights in.
Yeah. Are you still sinking into it? You feeling good?
Yeah, 100%. And actually, you mentioned something earlier today that I think is worth mentioning. You asked, because we've been talking about hunkering down, wintering, and enjoying this quiet, this calm. As a result of talking about it, whether we've naturally sunk into it a little bit more.
Yeah,
I think absolutely.
I certainly have. Yeah. And it's almost reminded me to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, actually, I can slow down.
Yeah.
I can have a slow morning because I've been speaking about it and I'm going to
know.
do it. It feels so nice.
Like you sent me a photo yesterday of you like hunkering down.
Yes.
And I was like, that is delicious.
It was
Look
so
at
lush.
you.
I have a half day on a Tuesday now, and it is quite often used for like admin or like editing bits and bobs, but fine. As I spoke about, you need that time in a business, which is another thing.
For
But
sure.
I was like, do you know what? I'm kind of ticked off everything I can do for the minute.
There you go.
So I'm gonna make myself a big fat bowl of pasta and watch a Christmas film, and I did just that.
I love that. It's like we get to those moments where I was like, oh, I've kind of done everything I need to do for now. And then sometimes my brain instantly switches like, okay, what else can I fill this time with? We're always looking to fill time, fill the gaps, fill the silence.
Literally that. But I was like, no, I'm just going to actually be still. And I needed it because I was feeling very tired and lethargic yesterday when I got home.
Yeah.
But then by the afternoon, after that like 2-hour rest, I'd had a tidy up, started putting the decks out, and then I smashed a gym session.
Love that.
I don't think I could have done that if I was still feeling tired and hadn't rested. I'd be like, oh, do you know what, I won't go.
Sure. I love that.
So it all worked out. It all panned out well.
I love that. That's very, very cute. Very,
Such
very
great
cute.
vibes.
Nice. Have you got any Christmas do's and whatnot coming up?
What have I done? What's coming up? Oh, Sunday this week, we are going out for a lovely Christmas dinner with the girlies, and we actually do Secret Santa. So we're doing Secret Santa exchange. I had Kim, which I thought, oh, for God's sake, I've already got one gift now. I've got to think of 2. But I'm really happy with what I got her. I'll show you after, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Cute.
And then we're at our friend's Maisie's house. We've got a wonderful event coming up, which I feel like is going to be like a Christmas party.
I feel like it is. Yeah.
Restorative
Basically
party.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in a restorative, calm way.
It's going to be really wonderful. Just a really nice December coming up.
Yeah.
Lots of nice little things for me, which is going to be great. And I really love the end of the month because this year I feel like, slightly off topic I guess, but I've really got on top of my finances in so many ways.
Well done, you.
I have my Tuesdays like my abundance day, so I really like try and plan things or map things out, or to have a money day I call it, so just sorting bits and bobs out.
That's so important.
It's
People
so
don't like to talk about money, do they?
They don't. It's actually really important.
Yeah.
It's a bit icky to speak about, but actually we're all in this crazy old high expensive world together, and we've got to understand what's going where, you know?
You've got to.
So I do that on a Tuesday, and what's the saying? Oh, end of the month is Saturday. So I think I'm going to have a little money date with myself on Saturday night.
Nice.
End of the month vibes. And I love getting set and planning for the whole month ahead.
Yeah,
being like, right, week 1, what's coming up?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Blah, 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 blah.
And again, because you can have that forward look at it, you can already try and manage that energy expenditure like we were talking about last week. So by planning things out and maybe leaving some space for some spontaneity, of course.
Yeah, so needed.
But again, you can see where your energy is being spent and perhaps manage it a little bit more seamlessly.
I really want to go to cinema on my own. I'm going to put that on my winter bucket list.
Oh my god, do it. It's so good. I've done it twice now, and I've loved it both times.
I just want to eat all the snacks and not be judged.
Oh,
how fun.
Who would judge you anyway?
Don't know. I haven't been to cinema for years.
Really?
So many years.
Really? I love the cinema.
It's such a great vibe.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last thing I saw.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I need to get you to the cinema.
Honey, I will. Maybe next time I'll make it a plea. Next time we record a pod, I will try and at least have it booked in the diary.
Yeah.
If not,
do it.
Yeah,
do it.
cool.
Even if you go slightly out of Bedford, so you're not likely to bump into anyone. Because when I first did it, actually no, I think both times I've done it, I wore my cap, so it's just a bit more
inconspicuous.
Yeah, it's like a disguise, like I'm undercover.
Sunglasses on.
Yeah,
mooching through.
Yeah, sometimes you do just want to kind of be in your own space. Yeah, but again, just go see a film.
Yeah. I think this is it. This is going to be the vibe.
Nice, I like that.
Winter vibing.
Any other items on the winter bucket list or end of year bucket list?
Just continuing to embrace the seasons and get out for some really lovely walks. I know we're going to be going to the coast, fingers crossed.
Which we need to plan.
Yeah, for New Year's. So I really look forward to having a lovely, crisp walk on the beach with Chippy. He loves it.
I was thinking I might get in the sea.
Great idea. We can take it in turns.
Or might get in the sea.
Yeah, cool.
How fun.
Fun. New Year's Day
like
dip.
a baptism of fire in the cold.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Great.
What a great way to start the year.
I really look forward to it. We've got some
Okay.
lovely things coming up, and 2025 is going to be cracking, and I can't
It's
wait.
going to be magical. Start thinking of your word of the year. Don't forget it this
God,
time.
I turn 30 next year.
Wow.
God.
It's
Can the word
great.
be 30?
I know I've not even been 30 for a month, but it's great.
Yeah, you're enjoying life,
I'm
aren't you?
enjoying it, yeah. So when you
I
finally
know.
get here, you're going to vibe.
Goodness me, gosh. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Be engaged and pregnant.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
You move fast.
Right?
I mean, you could. Yeah, you absolutely could. You never know how things are going to work out.
We'll see.
But even if not, you're going to be rising high and vibing in your
out.
queen self.
Literally that, yeah. I can't wait.
Beautiful.
It's going to be a fantastic time.
This is cute.
What a lovely episode.
All right, I'm really itching to eat this final bit of
Oh,
brownie.
I can't believe
been-
it's just sat there
It's been
staring at you.
staring at me for
Eat
what is
me.
it, 35 minutes now. It's been staring at me.
Oh, thank you for listening, guys.
Oh, delightful. Get yourselves to pause when you can.
Yes, we'll tag them on. We'll tag them below,
Yeah.
actually. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah, if you're unsure, we'll maybe pop their website link in the episode details. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Hans, don't forget to rate and review, like and subscribe. And if you aren't yet following us, please do. We've set a little target to maybe hit 100 followers on Spotify by the end of the year, and that'd be incredible if we can get there.
Yes,
Also,
please.
we're nearly at 300 followers on Instagram, I
Wow.
think. So follow us at butterflyeffect.pod. And yeah, the only way is up, baby.
And Chippy's been so quiet.
He's been
Woohoo!
so quiet. He's
Thank
still
you,
going.
darling. I love you.
Aw, thanks,
Aw.
Chip.
Maybe this thing. It's a little ritual. When we record a pod, he has a bone.
Nice.
Yeah, cute.
So it's like a little treat for everyone all
Everyone,
around. Oh,
yes.
there we go. All right, honeys, we shall see you next week in another episode of The Butterfly Effect. Happy Wellness Wednesday.
Ciao. Happy Wellness
Ciao,
Wednesday.
ciao.